Hello, Gucci, welcome. Can you hear me? Welcome, Ugochi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me. Okay, you can. I was having a bit of a challenge. I couldn't get in. So it's only you that's here right now. Okay, I have to put it on the chat that we are live. Um, mm, Let me see. Um, okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Ugochi. I can hear you. It seems everybody has gotten everything they need. I think if when they are not interested after today, maybe I will take a break because myself I'm very busy. I've not been as busy as I am this every ever. I thought I was busy before, but this season, no. Let me see on this. On this. Okay, I see some people. Omolola Doda is here. You say you're interested. No, you're not. Oh, you guys look at I put on this live. When I put up a chat on the group, people don't respond. And this is 7:13. I've been awake since 5 a.m. to get ready for this. This is like Saturday, the only day I have the grace to sleep in. At least before I start up my day. That's the only day I have the opportunity to sleep in, but I have to wake up as usual, as if I'm going to work to prepare. Mm, okay, talking about replay. Okay, but if you the amount of people that join or show up would help us talk about more because you ask questions. And these days, a lot of people feel it's okay just to be maybe sending me private messages. There's no shame. I might not even be able to be responding as much. Oh, Diola says she's here. Okay, I'm here. Yeah, okay. Welcome. Welcome. I have four people, three people now. I think three people. Oh, Sherifat has joined as well. Welcome, Sherifat. Hi, good morning. So I'll just start quickly so we can um, finish up quickly and then so that I have and get on to what we have to do. I have a lot going on. Okay. Is it this one? No, not this one. Okay. I think I didn't send my file yet. I'll just quickly share it. To, and also maybe send a copy to myself quickly. I'm doing that. While I'm doing that, let's hope a few more people will join, but we're going to start up quickly. So just quickly, let me share. I think I have what I need now to share my screen. I just see what I just shared right now. Inbox. It was. What's this going on? I just wanted something I just shared right now. Right now. Right now. What's this thing doing? It's going up or down. It's supposed to be what I just shared right now. I needed. I don't know why it's taking this. Doesn't even make any sense. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me cancel this. I was trying to share my screen. How many people do we have here? Okay, I have more people joining. Welcome everybody. Just give me a minute to share this with myself. No share. Okay. Oh, what is this saying here? I sent it to myself just now, but I don't know why it wasn't coming through. Yeah, send it anyway. Okay, so this is it. I'll be able to. I keep getting a and something that is preventing me from you guys seeing my screen, but I'll just try something else now and see if I'll figure it out. Um, it was. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? If you can't see my screen, please put it in the chat that you can see my screen. Thank you so much for we're 7 now. Thank you so much. More people have joined. 7 of us. We are good to go. Just 7 of us is fine. If only 7 of us that made it here, absolutely is fine. Let me see if it's gonna be a window email. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, it's not letting me. It's not letting me. Oh. But if you can see my screen this way, maybe I'll have to do it like that. No, this is different. It was the remove from the studio. Yeah, this was a different one we did the other time. It's not letting me share to this one. Video. Okay, let me see now if it'll work this way. Download. I opened it and then. Okay, you've seen the topic we have to discuss. I think I have to go on. My screen is not letting me share it. It's not letting me share it. It's just showing me the script, blah blah blah. But that's not what I have. I have the. It shows me the window as well to open, and if I open it, it's not letting me do that. So maybe I'll copy the link and see. Let me try one more time. Let me try one more time and copy the link. I'll copy the link and see if it will let me do it. I'll paste it on Chrome and see. Let me try pasting this link one more time. If it will let me, and then I'll know that we'll try. I've tried everything, so let me copy the link. So I've copied it, and let's see if it will work like that. I'll just paste it here. It's not pasted. It's not working. This is so annoying. I didn't even say she share. I want to copy the link. Okay, let me go back to my email one more time. Okay. So can you see my screen this way now? Maybe you will not see my face, but I don't like it that way. But that's why I was trying to fix it. Can you see my screen? No, it keeps saying that if I try to share. Okay, maybe this one will work. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, thank you, everybody. So I have some people on the platform that don't even know the reason why they are on the platform. I realize that. So I get a lot of questions and some people asking me what is even J1. And we're in September already. When we had this conversation in July, it seemed like it's a long time to wait to get to October, when I told most people that um, October is the time to apply, but it's almost here already. October is already here. So now it's almost time for you to start applying. Um, I've seen some sponsors already started taking application even very earlier than expected. So I'm still going to be talking on why I'm trying to fix this thing, because I don't know why it's giving me this kind of screen. My screen looks funny. It's simple. It's supposed to just be click on it, you share. I have it here, but it's not working. It's not giving me that option to share. So I might just have to do it on my phone. Talk from my phone. You won't see the screen. So that's what will happen at this point. I've tried everything I know, but it's not working. Yeah. So we want to talk about the cracking the J1 code. That's the title of this today. To the complete step-by-step J1 application guide. So if you see me looking funny, I'm looking on my phone. So about the J1 program, some people don't know about it. Some people say, can you please explain to me what it means? Sometimes I send them a video, because I have a lot of video explaining it. And we are in September. If we agreed, or if we were doing everything we've been speaking about on this platform, I'm sure that most people you should have gathered something. Please put in the comments what you have already. What document have you been able to gather? Where are you right now? If you, at what point are you at? What process or what document do you have? What are you doing right now? So what are you doing right now? Okay, yeah. I don't know why it's not showing. It's not letting me click on it. So we're gonna just do it with I'm not showing the PowerPoint today. I'm just gonna be talking. Okay, thank you for that. Um Alabi, Adetokpe, what do you mean by not yet? What do you have? What Everybody that is here, please comment what you have. So let's know where we are. Let's know the page we are, because October is almost here. And I saw a sponsor last week saying that they want to start application already, because they had some delays last this school year, because the application process, maybe the visa problem process was stopped at some point. They had a pause, so which delayed teachers to come in. So I think they want to start on time. Oh, someone says she's stuck at I'm stuck on creating a US compliant resume. Did you watch that video? Because I did everything step by step. Did you watch that video? Did you comment on that video to let me know what the problem is? Adiola, that's why you're here. If you found you had a problem, you should have watched the video, because I did a video on that, and then you should have commented, giving me a feedback, so that I would have been able to guide you on how to do it. Oh, someone say evaluated transcript. You've done that? Omolola, you've evaluated your transcript. Give me a thumbs up if that's what you mean. He said evaluated transcript. I'm not really clear if you're doing it or you've done it. So Okay, said I was even on the live stream. Okay, so what's the problem? Comment. You have to drop it. That's why we have the comment section. Put the feedback. I will always respond. There's nobody that sent me a message or commented that I did not respond to, except I didn't see it. But once I see it, I would respond. My voice sounds funny. I think I have a bit of a cold. Uh, so okay, getting my transcript ready. I'm getting my transcript ready for evaluation. Okay, good job. Eliza said, my document, passport, police clearance, my driver license is on the process, and my credential, well, I'm yet to do it. Way to go. Good job. You are on fire. So you guys are most of you are doing what you're supposed to do, because without all this getting a process, it's not going to happen. So you have to get things ready. Yeah, on the process. Good job. So now we want to talk about the application step by step. Your first step, like we've always said, is you have to check your eligibility. I have this question a lot. Please, sometimes I know I try to make it as clear as possible, but one thing you can also do for yourself is to find some of this information on yourself. Try to go on information search on yourself. You can use ChatGPT, you can use anything to find information and ask what is like the eligibility requirement for a J1 teacher in the United States. It's going to break it down and even ask you if you need more. So it's going to give you all the details you need. For examples, I get questions about something. The truth is that I know back home, sometimes you would be an engineer, a medical doctor, or even microbiology or something, and you find yourself in the classroom. It's allowed, you begin to teach. Yeah, it's also possible, but the thing for J1, it's also possible over here that you are in any field and you can find yourself in the classroom. They can employ you over here like that, but they will give you a period of time to get your education qualification to become a licensed teacher. So, and I was having that conversation with someone. We've been sending me messages since yesterday. Let me go back and check some of this thing. Okay, that's Ugochi. Ugochi, are you here? I think you were the first person that got here. Yeah. So, if you are for J1 teachers having an engineering degree as your first degree, yes, I know you might be a maths teacher or a physics teacher with an engineering degree, but it's still tricky for most J1 sponsors, because it's that degree. It's not because of them or because you can't do it. You have a PGD, possible, yes. Some sponsors might take you on that, but they need that education qualification to get a license from the Department of Education. That's why you do your credential evaluation. So some sponsors will not even take anyone that doesn't have a degree in education, like you studied a B.Ed in, let's say, chemistry or biology or special education. Once you don't have it, they will not even take you. I know some sponsors like that don't, like Faces, yeah, they don't do that. I'll call their name. I know Faces, for example, you have to have a degree straight up. Not They don't take postgraduate at all. They don't take anybody with postgraduate. And I had someone that we went to school together. She studied she was in the same department as me, but she did rehabilitation science, because my department was special education and rehabilitation science. Her own major was rehabilitation science. We were all in special education, but they had to do rehabilitation sciences. That particular sponsor, when she applied, did not take her because they said they believe that rehabilitation science is not in the classroom. You have to work in the clinic or something. They didn't take that. So some people can, some will not. So if you have, I know someone that is also here that had that an engineering degree with a PGD, but she did something in math as well. So that's how she was able to get here. So it's tricky, it's not straightforward. But most times I'm talking about the straightforward. I have English education, I have maths education, I have biology education, or I have mathematics, and then I have a PGD, or I have biology, I have a PGD. I know someone too that I was able to help to get here last year that have chemistry and then had a PGD. So it's easier that way because the problem is not the sponsor wanting to get you. The problem is the Ministry of Education giving you a license to be a certified teacher. Because even if you work in a school here without your license, there are certain things you cannot do. We have a lot of people in our building working as in the school, but there are things they can't do. They cannot test. They can't be in a room when you are taking giving students the state test because they are not licensed. They can't be a test a TA, that's a test coordinator. They cannot even administer the test because they don't have a license. So that is why, and the sponsor will not want to get someone to be employed here and you are not able to do everything because they are rendering a service. So they bring teachers that are able to get the license and they are able to be certified to do everything as teachers. Okay. So someone said I should share the link. Share the link for the application to be posted. I don't have any link for application because like I said, if you've watched my video of how to get a sponsor, all of you on this platform have different needs. So you have to find a sponsor that is good for you. You have to find one that is good for you. We can't let's not try to be looking for someone to spoon feed you or like find information. They are there. I cannot bring out and say, oh, this is a sponsor, you have to, or this is not a sponsor. You have to find a sponsor that is good for you. Read when you see what they take and what they don't take. It's very simple. It's not a difficult thing. And I've put out names. You just go look for it and read if they take you. If I put a sponsor and then you apply, they don't respond to you because it might not be what is good for your need. I had looked for about 5 sponsors when I was ready to apply. I had to read about all of them. And because I have special education, that's straight up, I am qualified. Every sponsor accept can actually accommodate me. I applied to about 4. You don't have to apply to only one person. I did apply to different sponsors. I applied to about 4 of them. And I went with the fastest that responded because I had one of my sponsors. They were taking their time, and I applied really late. Like I told you, I applied in March, the last day of March. That's like very late. That I put in my application, and they told me, "Oh, application is closed. They have exhausted the number of visas they had for the year. And if I can stay on, they will keep me on for next year." And I was like, okay. And they sent me a message very quickly that they have a job immediately, that if I can come. But by that time, I already got another sponsor and I already had my visa through that sponsor. So I told them I already have something else. I've moved ahead with that process. And when I got here, they still reached out to me the next year if I'd want to work for them and even offered me a $7,000 bonus. That was how huge it was. But I told them I already have another sponsor because you can't change your sponsor. You already have your visa with that sponsor. So I told them I was already here. I couldn't continue. So someone is asking me, what about political science education? That's a medication, political science, of course. It should be in the area of maybe in high school, I think. Yeah, but you should be considered. You can put in your application. Like I said, that's why you see I don't really know much that I'm giving you. So, oh, this sponsor will take you. I can't give you that guarantee. But you have to go look at it. That's why I'm discussing eligibility, everything you need to know. That's why I said the first thing here, let me open this PowerPoint again that refused to open on my on the laptop. Let me open it. So that's why we said the first thing you have to check, if you want to, you have to check your eligibility. Check it, your degree, license, plus years of experience. Someone was asking me about, oh, that they see that you can get it with TRCN. You cannot teach here with TRCN. Yes, TRCN is required to employ you by your sponsor. They need to see that you have a teaching license in your home country. That's the reason for TRCN, but you will not use TRCN to work over here. Okay? You will not be able to use your TRCN. What happens after Spatran evaluation? They will send it to you. You are supposed to add that to your application. But sometimes some sponsors, you can put in your degree certificate and it will allow the application go through. And when you are almost at the last part, they will you will do your Spatran evaluation. So the assignment that you guys are here today, I might just give some sponsored names, put it in the chat. You just go look for that on your own, read it, go through them and read it, get those information. There are a lot of them. If you Google, there are so many of them, and we are limiting ourselves. That's why I don't want to just say this one, that one. You're limiting yourself because these are the ones I know. But any day I go to check, I see more. I see different sponsor. They changed their name. I have to. There's what's the other one? I can't remember. So I'm putting them name in the chat. Write them down. Look for them. And then you have. That's why you have to read. Some of them don't take people from our region. Some of them do. So you have to check what is good for you. There are some, I can't remember their names. But if you go online, you see different types. I know somebody that came with just a sponsor I've never heard. We worked in the same school. That's how I was able to know that information. Someone just can do it on the process. It's possible. You can. That's why I said you can go in. Like I did do that with one of my sponsors. When I was putting an application, my credential evaluation was not ready at the time because there was an ASU strike. I was still waiting on my transcript. So I put in my degree, like my certificate, my original certificate, in place of that credential evaluation. I went through. So you might, as in, like when I say went through, I was able to submit that application, because sometimes if you don't put the proper document, you will not be able to submit the application. That's what I mean. I went through. I put in just my degree, and he let me submit it. And at the end of the day, they reached out to me. If you have maths, you study maths, education, or mathematics, and you have a PGD, you have like chemistry, you have biology, and you have a PGD, or you did it outright education, English education, like that, please comment in the chat, because those, like, you're straightforward. Then the other ones that we need to maybe put heads together, think about, that will work, or you are looking for a sponsor, you find that you want to know my inside, or you think what I think, let me know. Yeah, of course. Please put that in the chat. And okay, people have seen that. Please, I think that was an error. Yeah, I see the error. Note the correction Eliza made. So you see, she knows it. You guys knows these people. You know, if you look for them, they are online. Just go there, check out that eligibility. Let's move on. I've talked about that. 2 years plus years experience. I hear some of people saying they are in school. Is it going to be, but they're already teaching? No, it will not. You have to is your postgraduate, but not postgraduate for PGD. I mean, like your post degree graduate experience, of course. And someone was asking me to talk about, I think it was Ugochi too. She was asking me that I talked about internship and training. That's for students and recent graduates. And you know that a recent graduate cannot do the teacher exchange. So the internship is for students and of course recent graduate, and it's very short. I know someone that did it 6 weeks, few months, and then you're still having that J1 visa. What that means is that you can apply to become the J1 teacher until after 2 years. So that's the thing about going to get that on that short internship. I know somebody that she wants to come now because she's a teacher, but she had come through the is it bridge program. It was a short time internship. She came in here for like 6 weeks, maybe 2 months. I can't remember what she said. And she can't come back until after 2 years. So that's the thing. And you can't even come with family for such short time. So that's why I don't talk about this mostly for students. I'm here talking about teacher exchange program, talking about the teachers. So let me see what you're saying. For the experience letter, does the number of years of experience matter? Because I'm not sure I can get experience letter for all my previous places. See, honestly, keep it to what you can get. You don't have to get, it doesn't matter you having, or it does matter your years of experience, that because you have to prove, because it can influence and affect your pay. Sometimes there's a base pay for a first year teacher. Of course, a beginning teacher would not be earning same money with a 15-year-old and teacher with 15 years of experience. Definitely, you know, it's just like a beginner's graduate level job. You have the salary scale that maybe you earn 25,000 naira, dollars. Let me see, and then a 15-year teacher would not also be coming in to earn the same 25,000. So it has to. That's where your years of experience come in. So if you're getting experience letter, if you had worked in maybe 2 3 schools and you're able to get the experience letter to show you started working from here, because you're able to prove that, because you're going to prove that they're going to go through a process of verifying that years of experience. And if it's verified, of course that will be added to you. I had taught in 2 schools before I came here. I taught I was in one school, my NYC year and an extra year. That was 2 years, and I spent 6 other years in another school, and together was 8 at the time. So I was able to get my experience letter for both schools, and it was verified, notarized, and that was added to my years of experience, and that also moved up my scale, you know. Yeah, French education, please. You can apply. It's straightforward. Look for their sponsors. French education. You can try faces because they like people that have straightforward education. You can try them. What's Let me see what you're saying. When doing application, you submit the document for primary certificate to degree or degree only. No, they don't need that. It's just your degree. You just follow the prompt of the question they ask you. Actually, I don't remember putting anything with my elementary or no. It's your degree, because remember, it's going to be very evaluated by your transcript is going to be evaluated by its patron, so which makes it credible. So it's going to be your degree. Yeah. If you have a degree, a master's or PhD, yeah. I have 10 years of experience in physical school. Left last year, December, now an online tutor. I did talk back. Can you send me a message privately, please? I did talk, but did you hear what I said? Okay, so we're seven of us. People are leaving. So let me go to the next thing on my here. So we said after you know your eligibility, you know your do you have that 2 years experience, find a sponsor. Yeah, you have to use State Department designated sponsor. Put that and search for State Department designated J1 sponsors. I think you'll find that. Put that and search that. Let me give you that key search. Maybe. So I'm trying to respond to that. So look for that. Look for that. That can help you in your search. That can help you in your search. And then if you get that, so you gather your documents. That's why I started asking in the beginning if you have your passport, your certificate, your resume. That's why I said start preparing all these things. References, that's like recommendation letters. At least get from people, leaders you work with, head of school, a colleague, or some. That's another thing why I said look at what your sponsor requires. Some of them require English proficiencies. Most do not, because from our own region, depending on the country you're coming from as well. From our country, English being our first language, most of them do not require that. Okay, and I know that some also maybe most do not ask for proof, financial support or anything. So we are five of us right now. Maybe people are leaving. So this is or maybe going in and out. So if you have done that, you put in your application and they reach out to you. One thing I tell you, the sponsor would now be the one, they'll guide you through every process, step by step, everything. Because after that, you've done your credential evaluation, they they reach out to you and all. Then they send you your DS 2019 form. That's usually issued by your sponsor, and that's the reason why I said check for State Department designated J1 sponsor, because those are the people that have the right or the ability to give you that DS 2019 form. Without that form, you can't go to the embassy. Okay, they will usually ship that to you by DHL or UPS. They will pay and ship it to your country for you. I know that I have people from other countries, Ghana, Kenya, following me. So I'm not talking to only Nigerians. So they'll send it to your country, your home country. Um, that's the thing. And then that's when they'll now talk about a service fee. I don't want to be going into all those visa process because that's not our focus right now. Our focus is to first of all find a sponsor, get a job, and then your sponsors would guide you through the every other process. They would follow through everything. In fact, till your arrival, till your settling, till even when you arrive here, they would still follow up with giving you mentors, teachers that will be guiding you. Currently, I have some teachers I'm mentoring physically, first year teachers that just came in. I have them I mentor because my sponsors assigned them for me to mentor them. So yes. Okay. Um, I have a degree in early childhood. Let me put this up. I have a degree in early childhood education. I have taught in grade 1 to 3 in my country. When applying the job, should I apply for kindergarten? You don't have to apply to any class. I think your sponsor would definitely get you know that you're an elementary teacher, and they will send you to, because your experience is in elementary. So they will send you to an elementary school. Then in that elementary school, I think your principal have the would like discretion to put you in a grade, okay? But you tell them what your strongest ability is. Like when I came, the first day I arrived at my school, I met my principal. We had a conversation, and I told him I taught elementary as a special education. I worked in an elementary school, but and I taught like the lower. I worked in a British school. I did key stage 1 to key stage 1. That's key stage 1, which is from primary 1 to 3. That was what I did, and I told him that was my biggest strength. They call it that in this setting here in the US, that would be kindergarten to second grade. That was my area. And then we were two teachers, special education teacher. The other person came and said her strength was the older kids. That's from grade 3 to 5. So you see, it was already easy for him to decide where to place us. So I did kindergarten to second grade, while the other person did 3rd to 5th grade. But eventually, because of my strength in working with children with difficulty in reading and writing, I had to take up grade 3 as well, because they usually write a state exam in 3rd grade that determines if the child will be retained or like repeat the class or move on to the 4th grade. So I had a strength in teaching students with difficulty in reading and writing, and I had to now take on 3rd grade as well. So I had kindergarten, first, second, third. That's 4 classes for every other year I've been here, except this school year that they had to put that off my plate. Okay. So please, Eliza, please apply. Let me know that you put in your application, because you have a good, straightforward degree. Okay, so this is most of. Let me go back, and another thing I wanted to talk about. So yeah, common mistake. So common mistake that might make a sponsor not to reach out or get back to you: incomplete documents. If your documents are not complete, you don't, or put your document together as well. It's not something you will do haphazardly. You have to take your time. I remember I come back from work at the time, I will stay up to 2 a.m. working on what I want to get together. I'll really stay late. Sometime 2 a.m. I had someone I knew as well that was here, that was reaching out the way most of you are reach out to me, and I'll ask questions and questions. I'll stay very late to put my things together. So inconsistent answers as well. When they reach out to you as well the first time, because they will definitely reach out. The sponsor, once you put in your application, will reach out to you to have an interview with you. They will interview you. They want to know how you speak. They want to know how you talk. If you have very good communication skill in English language, if you're able to hold up a conversation, if you're clear, if they just want to have to know your personality as well. For facts, one thing that they said when they put out my video for the principals to pick, because you have to you have to make a video as well. The sponsor will require you, after the first interview, they will require you to make a video answering some questions, and then you send that video to them. That's the video they will upload on their site where principals come to hire teachers. That video is what will get you a job. And I've been privileged to watch videos of some teachers trying to apply for this process. You have to take your time and make that video. One thing they told me, the feedback my sponsor had given to me at the time for my video, the principals liked my smiles and my warm and calm gesture. So even when my principal met me, he said same thing. And he, when they talk about that person that would always smile in the hallway when they see a teacher, student and other teachers and wave, that would be me. Even though I'm an introvert, but I always try to give out that positive energy. You will never see, no matter how stressed I am, on my face. A parent also mentioned that there was an incident, and when I came in, and they called me because I was supervising that program. I supervise an after school program. I'm in charge of a reading after school program where kids that are having difficulty with reading, they stay back to learn. A tutoring program, they are being tutored by high school students. I supervise that program in my school presently this school year. So that's the new leadership role I had to take on. And one of the person handling dismissal for me had gotten into it with a parent, and my principal had called me. By the time I got there, the mom saw me. She was weak because she knows she couldn't get mad at me. She would not be able to be. She was like, "Oh, are you the one? Oh my God, I can't even be angry. I can't even vent." I say, you can't tell me no. So what's the problem? We are able to sort it out, and because I have that. So you need to put yourself together when you're doing your video, because they are looking at your personality. They are looking at how you're able to communicate. When they play those kind of, who is that person that will never start up an argument or go back and forth? Most people say, okay, that will be Miss Donuts, because that's my personality. So try to put that into consideration, because they will need you to do that. And then another thing, so they say starting too late. Starting too late might have to keep you to wait for the other year. You might get a sponsor, but they might have exhausted the number of visas they are able to give out for the year, and you won't be able to make it. So highlight relevant experiences. That was one. I responded to someone that said they will not be able to get all the experience letter. That's why this is an insider tip. Now I'm giving you an insider tip. Highlight only relevant experiences. You don't have to use 5 experience letters or not. I had 2, and I was able to use that too, and it still got me. It's not about how many you're able to put in that will give you the opportunity. You have to practice your interview. Like I said, even the interview with your J1 sponsor, they will call you the first time to interview you. You will have an interview with the school principal as well, or the HR team that want to hire you. I remember my interview was less than 30 minutes. I was shocked. I was over prepared, I would even say, because I prepared and prepared and prepared. And when my interview time came on, they told me the meeting was going to be for 30 minutes, but it was less than 30 minutes. We had my interview for like 15 minutes max. The HR was just sitting down there, and the person was asking me questions. I didn't see the face of the person that was asking the questions, but the HR was just sitting at the corner, and in the video, we're just having a chat, and they asked the questions. It was just like a conversation. So you have to relax and don't be nervous. Try to just be conversational. They ask you, oh, how are you going to manage your classroom? If you come in, how do you manage your classroom? You have students that have behavior issues. How do you manage it? That's one of my biggest strengths. I love it so much, that question. I will tell you that I'll give them all the things I do. to keep my students in check from the beginning, and everything that I do to get things, because there are students, people who say, oh, this one is difficult, misbehave, disrupt class. But I cannot relate because when I work with those students, I have my ways of, from the beginning, knowing what to do. So I try to give people heads up what you have to do from the beginning. So you can read up these very good classroom management strategies that work and apply them. So if you have any question, put it up in the chat. It's already 8 o'clock. I don't want us to be here too long. It's already 58 minutes, although we started late because academy or English, what did that mean? Oh, English language proficiency. Yeah, it's English language. Not I doubt Nigerians have been required to give that. I didn't do that. So I have 15 people now. That means more people are joining. I didn't do any English proficiency. I wasn't required to do that. Most sponsor, because we speak English. My English is clear enough, isn't it? We speak English. So some people are required. We have teachers from other countries like the Philippines, India, and all that. So, but I know English is our first language. Honestly, most times they don't require that from people from Nigeria. But that is why you have to look at what the sponsor require. There are a lot of them. Go look for. Okay. If we have no more question, we've been able to cover a lot here. If you're in this chat, go on this live stream. You know that we've been able to cover a lot. That's why I said come for the live stream. Watching playback, you might not be able to get as much as you get when you come on live, because some of you have been able to get things off your chest, ask questions, and get some answers. I know some of you have taken note of the names of different things we put in the chat. So you go over it in your own time, put it in and start making a research. I want to see you guys. If you're not in the small group where that is open, if you're not in the smaller mentoring group that is open, you need to, I put in that link in the Joyful Teachers Waiting Room. I put that link there. You need to fill out that form and join. You need to fill out that form and join the WhatsApp group, because that's the only way I can open. Because the other group, we have over 700 people there. Some people don't even know why they are there. I don't know why they joined. And you see them leaving every day because some of them don't know the reason why they are there. They don't engage in posts. They don't watch the videos. They don't come for live. We have over 700 people there. And now I'm struggling to even get 10. We just 10, even 20 stable people to be on this live. If we had 7, when I put up the group for the mentorship, I got over 700 people sign up. I'm wondering if they understood the reason why they clicked on that link and joined that WhatsApp group or not, because they don't engage, they don't come for any session, they don't do anything. So, and I can't open it because if I open that group, people start sending spam, different things that are not safe for our devices. They start putting in on, and they might hack somebody's account. That's why I turn it off. So if you want to be in a place where you can send me message at any time, we can have conversation in the group and other people will learn from it, you have to join the smaller group, the WhatsApp group. I put that link there. How does my send my physical document? How do you mean by that? How does my sponsor send my physical? If they want to send you a document like the DS, I think that's the only thing your sponsor will ever send to you, to your country. They have DHL. There's all the FedEx, DHL, UPS. There's a lot of ways these days. You get it. I got my document was sent via, I think it was UPS, and I got it in less than 3 days or 4 days. So, and then it's easy. I've sent some document to someone back. Um, I've sent a document at the time too in Nigeria. I paid for the 3 to 5 days, and it got in as soon as possible. The person had to go pick up. So that's not even a problem. You won't really need a lot of physical document if everything is email, scan, whatever upload and send to them. But if a physical document needs to be sent to you, they will pay for it and send it down via any of those shipping services I mentioned. Okay, guys. So it's early morning, and tomorrow is my birthday. Like I said, one good thing you can do for me to, as a gift for my birthday, can you please um share this video? Can we move this platform to at least 1,000 subscribers? Can we get to 1,000 subscribers? Share this. Tell your friends to subscribe. Share with your colleagues and other people to subscribe. Someone is asking me, so my birthday is tomorrow. Yeah, the 14th of September. Every year is my birthday. So thank you so much. You're and also I see Doyin, you're asking me for um the link. I think I've shared that link. I don't have. Let me see if I can send it right now from my phone. Let me go on to YouTube. Let me go on to YouTube and join the live and then see if I can send it to you. Oh, hold on. I have to turn that. Hold on. Let me get the link from, I think I posted it somewhere. Let me find it. And I'll put it again in this video so that you can always go back to it. Let me see. I'm looking for that video. I have a lot of, okay, sit here. I found it. So it's in the chat. It's in the chat. Click. That's the link. Doyin Afalabi, if you can, if have you okay, you've seen it, right? So that's the link. Let me put it up. That's the link to join. Send a message once you join. I'll be able to let you in the group, and then that's it. Okay, share this video. If you are in the platform or you're getting to watch this replay later, you've not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. I've been so um stagnant on this channel. Is not growing. People watch and leave, they subscribe. I have some people that have benefited from this channel coming to the they've come to the on the exchange program here by getting information from my channel, but they are not even subscribed. That's not nice and fair. So I give up my time and energy to do this. The least you can do to support my channel is to share, comment, like, and also subscribe. Okay. Please, let's try to help me as I help everybody too. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys another time. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be consistent with doing this with a turn up. I'm not really gingered or motivated to come on here every other time. Coming here, waking up as early as 5 a.m. on a Saturday when I work Monday to Friday is a huge sacrifice on my part. So because once I finish now, I have to go start up my day. So and I try to do it this early because I have a baby. He's still sleeping. Once I'm done now, I'm sure maybe he's awake already. I have to go check on him and that will be it. Okay, guys, so see you another time. I would end this live stream now. Okay, bye.